Critical decision from the nation's highest court. For that, we're joined by constitutional attorney Andrew Lieb. Good to see you back on the show, Andrew. Thank you so much. Listen, I was joking with Alexa during the break. I said this court wouldn't agree 8-1 that the sky's blue. And so now, let alone on something as controversial as and divisive in this issue on this country is immigration. But here we are. What do you make of this ruling and the idea that Texas, Louisiana, and other red states, according to the court, did not have standing on this issue?
Rob, you said it so right about the sky blue. And what's interesting is I'm just reading the tea leaves. This opinion's over 70 pages, and I haven't parsed through every line so far. But there's a striking sentence in this that really shows me how two different groups of people get to the same decision. And what it says is the history and traditions is what we look to when we're trying to decide rules in the Supreme Court. It's kind of like how they did the Roe v. Wade overturning decision too. This conservative majority likes history and tradition. And what they say, Rob, with the history and tradition is they say, listen, Texas, Louisiana, they're saying that there's going to be more cost to them because the federal government, the Homeland Security, has policies of they're going to prioritize who they're deporting, and they mandatorily need to deport everyone on these grounds. But in history and tradition, states don't have standing just on more costs. The only people in history and tradition that have standing are people that were deported or threatened to be deported. So while the liberal justices probably came from this on a line of immigration policy overall, the conservative justices are saying we just go with history and tradition. But I want to point out, Rob, let's not read too much into this decision. All they said was Louisiana and Texas cannot be heard. Not that Biden policy is right or Biden has the authority or the executive branch is who gets to make these decisions, Rob.
Very important context and caveat there. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and do you, along that same vein though, do you see this trickling down and having further implications across the country and having a ripple effect across our border?
So, Alexa, I see two different things happening. One is across the border and a ripple effect, and I'll talk about that from a people perspective. But I think from a country perspective, from a constitutional perspective, we're a constitutional republic. And what's interesting in the Constitution is that we're, again, getting this cue that if you want to go before this Supreme Court, this 6-3 Supreme Court, you need to bring a historian as part of your team and understand how things were done in the past. That's real true conservatism. Let's look to the history of interpretations. And that's really a thing that we've learned from this court, whether it's from an Alito that's speaking or from any of the other conservative justices. Now, to the border, I think what your prior guests and what other people are saying on a very personal level, it's saying, listen, not everyone's going to get deported. We have scarce resources. There's a trickle effect. The fact that the district court said that this was illegal, too bad. The fact that the Fifth Circuit did nothing about it, too bad. Biden's got a lot more power today than he could have otherwise had. But we shouldn't read too far because the proper party with standing could bring the lawsuit and then it could be heard. Standing just means a gatekeeper to have the court hear what you're saying, Alexa, and that's a key point.
Some reporting clarifies it this way or summarizes it this way. By ruling against the states, the court has tightened the rules concerning when states may challenge federal policies with which they disagree. That is probably the most basic kind of headline coming out of what we've seen here. Andrew Lieb, always good to talk to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And we'll be leaning on you again as other key decisions come down. We'll be right back.